Trevor Panczak paying us a visit here once again. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Wally. Thanks for having me.
Nice having you back.
How you been?
I'm doing pretty good. We're just going back here. Last time you were in was about a couple of years ago.
It was.
Yeah.
When we released For a Girl, I came by for a visit.
And it was just shortly after we had moved up here because I was wondering if we were downstairs.
Right.
But no, it was up here, so.
And I had forgotten again.
And we forgot to take a picture last time, and we're going to make sure we're going to do this time around.
You got that right, my friend.
Hey, busy time for you.
It's been great. We've been touring around the countryside, promoting this new song, "I Can Be the Lover," and made it all the way up to Ontario and Saskatchewan, and this is my Alberta leg now. But in the meantime, in between those times, we opened up for Joe Nichols and Gord Bamford down in Lethbridge and played some great shows along the way this year so far. And we've got a great big summer lined up, which is really exciting for us. We're playing the Porkapalooza Barbecue Festival right here in Edmonton, as well as the Ponoka Stampede on Clint Black Night. So we're excited to be there on the same ground as Clint Black. You know, That's going to be awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
When are these happening? What are the dates?
June the 27th is the Ponoka Stampede, and Father's Day weekend is the entire Porkapalooza Barbecue Festival over at Clark Stadium. And we're excited to be a part of all that.
And I'm sure that there's going to be a great lineup of other artists that are going to be performing at that event as well.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to seeing Gord Bamford, Washboard Union, and Loverboy. And but I think the one that I'm looking forward to the most is Diamond Rio, because I've spent a lot of time with their producer Michael D. Clute from down in Nashville. He was my producer for quite some time, and still a great friend. So catching up with the boys from Diamond Rio is going to be really fun.
Yeah, bit of a connection there with you and them. So
yeah,
how cool is that?
It's very cool.
The latest single, "I Can Be the Lover," great song. We were quick to add that one.
You know what? You guys are always
great sound.
You're
great
always
sound.
quick to add my music, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. Right out of the gate, right as soon as I started releasing material, you guys have always been there for me. So I have to I simply have to thank you so much for doing that all the time.
Well, it's just because of the great material you're putting out.
I appreciate that.
Can't help but put it out and let the people listen to it.
Well, right on. Well, if anybody's interested in downloading the song, they can go to iTunes, or we've made it really easy for you all out there to go to trevortown.com and click on my social media links as well as the iTunes, and we'll connect, and we will stay connected over time here.
Yeah, that's just right up on the top right hand of your webpage.
Yeah.
You're quite active, of course, on social media as well.
Yes, sir. Actually, you know what? This over the past 6 days here, speaking of social media, we're putting together Trevor Panczak and Friends through Northside Lethbridge Dodge, where I do promotions and advertising down at home. And we thought, man, they did a campaign where every share for this message, they would donate $1 to the Fort Mac Fire Aid, and in a matter of minutes, we had $3,000 to give away. Or to give up to Fort McMurray fire aid victims. And so on top of that, we kind of brainstormed last Thursday and thought, well, why don't we put together a benefit concert? So that's what we're doing down home in Lethbridge, among the many other efforts in so many communities across the whole country. We're proud to do our little part. We've got Shane Chisholm, Craig Moritz, Tanya Ryan, and we're putting together a little concert at Coyote Joe's, and we're all the 100% of the proceeds are going to go right back up to Fort Mac.
Oh, that's amazing! And that happens to be Craig's home turf too, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that means a lot to him to be there, a part of that, and I'm sure he's got a whole bunch of other efforts that he's doing. But we're really fortunate to have him on board with us.
Yeah. Well, it's so great that you're able to come together and do your portion and helping out the folks there. Trevor Panczak joining us here in the studio this morning. You got a busy, you mentioned a couple of shows, big shows coming up there for you.
Yeah.
But the rest of the summer is going to be pretty well jam-packed with a lot of other events happening there for you.
We do have a lot going on, but that's a good thing, right? So we've got some corporate Calgary Stampede events as well as the Calgary Stampede. we'll be slipping down to the Ranchmans again. We've played that the last 2 years just before Stampede starts, and it's just when I was a kid, still able, I guess not a minor, but when I first started getting into the bars and things like that, I thought, man, wouldn't it be fun to play the Ranchmans one day? And so here in the last couple of years, we checked that off the list thanks to Wendy Daniels and all the great folks down there, and it just helps us get ready for the rest of the summer, right? And we've got I've got a festival in Utah we're going to, and a whole bunch, and Whoop Up Days in Lethbridge, and Tabor Corn Fest. So we're getting around, that's for sure, and it's going to be fun. And by the time that's all done, we'll be slipping out to London for the Canadian Country Music Week, and looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, that'll be approaching pretty darn quick, too. It's always a great time to get together with your peers, and then, of course, hanging out with the fans and getting to meet some of them as well.
Absolutely, and some of the other industry folks as well. It is, if you're in the industry, you should be attending this great country music week, and so we'd like to encourage, as a lifetime member, Wally, I guess this is my the CCMA sales pitch is come on down to London, because they're going to host us very well, that's for sure. I know it.
Yeah. Trevor, the latest single, I Can Be the Lover, is on iTunes.
Yes.
Again, go to your webpage, trevortown.com.
My producer, my Saskatchewan-born, Nashville-based producer, Bob Funk, worked tirelessly to put this together, and he did a great job of mixing it for us. It's John Wiggins and the Moffats co-write, so we're keeping it as Canadian as possible, Wally. So.
Oh, wow. And people will remember them from back in the day, but hey, they're all grown up now, and they got a lot of great stuff of their own happening.
And they're doing great writing right now and down in Nashville, that's for sure.
Yeah. I Can Be the Lover, the latest single from Trevor Panczak. We're going to get to that song here in just a couple of minutes. But I got to thank you for coming in this morning and popping on by and paying us a visit.
Thanks for the invitation, and it's always a pleasure to see you, Wally.
All right. Trevor Panczak on CFWE. Head to his website, trevortown.com, if you'd like more information on all the great stuff that he's got going on. And then there's also all the links to social media.